How's it going, everybody? Back again with another video. Today's video is going to be about maintenance. I had a request from Deborah Teal wanting to know what my maintenance routine is, so I thought I'd go ahead and just walk through everything that I do for the week. Water change, making water, all that stuff. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So the first thing I like to do is monitor my nitrate and phosphate. I'm just looking to make sure that they're not too high or too low. For my phosphate, as long as it's not getting close to 0 or up above 0.20, then I'm not worried about it. Nitrate, as long as it stays between 5 parts per million and 20 parts per million, it's good to go. But pretty much if the tank is looking good, the corals are happy, the algae's under control, then there's nothing to worry about. If all of this is good to go, I just move on to the next step. I make my own RODI water at my house. I went ahead and bought an RODI unit for myself because my local fish store does not sell RODI water, and RODI water is the best thing you can do for your fish tank. I make sure that my TDS is 0. I drain all my water into a 5-gallon bucket. Once the 5-gallon bucket is full, then it's time to go ahead and add salt. Before adding salt, I put a small power head into my bucket of water. This stirs all the salt up, so that way no salt is left on the bottom. Once the power head is in, I go ahead and add my salt. The salt that I use is Red Sea salt. I just use the recommended amount per gallon. That is half a cup of salt per gallon of water. So it's 5 1/2 cups or 2.5 cups total. I make sure my salinity is 1.025, then I move on to the next step. Before I do anything else, I go ahead and unplug everything that needs to be unplugged. Power heads, heater, anything that is going to burn up if it sits in too low of water before I start removing water. Now I'll remove my filter media, just squeezing it out so I don't get water all over the place. I'll just set this to the side and then I'll throw this away and replace it at the end. Then I'll just clean off my return nozzle or anything else that needs to be cleaned off with the toothbrush, just so it's looking good and algae free. After that, I'll go ahead and start my siphon. My gravel vac is a wire hanger with some air hose tied to it. The bigger gravel vacs were just too big for this tank, so I had to improvise. What I'll do is just vacuum out all the detritus down at the bottom and remove my 2.5 gallons of water. I try to get all the detritus I can. I vacuum it out from underneath the rocks, just wherever I see it, whatever I can get to. I just do the best I can. If any's left down at the bottom, then that's fine. Now that the detritus has been removed, I've taken out 20% of the old dirty water. I will go ahead and replace the water with the fresh water that I just made and start to wrap up this water change. Now I'll just go ahead and plug everything back up. Power head, return pump, heater, everything that is needed to power this machine, and move on to the next step. Now I'll add some fresh filter media to keep everything nice and clean. So lastly, I will close everything up and put all the finishing touches on it. Clean my lid, any kind of salt creep. I'll make sure all that is cleaned up nicely. I'll clean my glass on the inside and out. This is also something that I do throughout the week. Keep my glass clean, change out my filter media. I'll do that on Wednesday, and Sunday I do my water change. So just twice a week with the filter media, and top off my water, and that's it. So as you can see, there's not a lot of maintenance to be done on this tank. Just your water change once a week and keeping it clean throughout the week. I don't feed very much, just a few flakes a day. The most important thing about maintenance is consistency. Just keep your discipline up, keep doing it every week, and your tank will be fine. That's it for this video. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. Feel free to subscribe, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your week.